Hello viewers, welcome to the lecture series of SSC Quantitative Aptitude. This is your tutor Keshav Agarwal and this is lecture on compound interest. In this lecture, we are going to solve 18 practice questions on compound interest. So let us get started with the first question. The ratio of difference between CI and SI for 3 years to the difference between CI and SI for 2 years is given to be 25:8. Find the interest rate per annum. So let us have a look over the solution. The ratio of difference between CI and SI for 3 years and 2 years respectively is given to be 25:8. So the difference between CI and SI for 3 years is equal to PR square R plus 300 upon 100 cube. So this is the formula for 3 years, and for 2 years the formula is PR square upon 100 square. So according to the question, PR square into R plus 300 upon 100 cube upon PR square upon 100 square is equal to 25/8, which is equal to R plus 300 upon 100 cube into 100 square equal to 25/8. That means 8R plus 2400 is equal to 2500. So the solution 8R is equals to 2500 minus 2400, that is 8R equal to 100. Therefore, the rate of interest is equal to 100 upon 8, that is 12.5%. So the option correct here is option C. Question number 2. A sum of money is invested at compound interest, which is compounded annually. The sum grows to rupees 1000 after 3 years and rupees 1100 after 4 years. What is the rate of interest per annum? Solution. Let P be the principal and R be the rate. Then A is equals to P times of 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T. So according to the question, 1000 is equals to P times of 1 plus R upon 100 to the power 3, which is equation number 1, and 1100 equal to P plus 1 plus R upon 100 to the power 4, which is equation number 2. So after dividing equation 2 by 1, we have 1100 upon 1000 equal to 1 plus R upon 100, that is 11 upon 10 minus 1 equal to R upon 100. So 1 upon 10 is equal to R upon 100. So that is R equal to 10. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 3. The compound interest calculated yearly on a certain sum of money for second year is rupees 1320, and for the third year is rupees 1452. The principal amount at the start of the first year is. Solution. Let P denotes the principal and R be the rate. And now A1 is equals to P times of 1 plus R upon 100, and A2 is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole square. So the compound interest for second year is equals to A2 minus A1. So 1320 is equal to P times of 1 plus R upon 100 whole square minus 1 plus R upon 100. So this equation is 1. So A3 is equals to P times of 1 plus R upon 100 square, 100 to the power 3. Ci for third year is A3 minus A2, and P times of 1 plus R upon 100 whole cube minus P times of 1 plus R upon 100 whole square, which is equals to 1452 equal to P times of 1 plus R upon 100 times of 1 plus R upon 100 whole square minus 1 plus R upon 100, which is equation number 2. So after dividing 1 by 2, 1320 upon 1452 is equals to 1 upon 1 plus r upon 100. So r upon 100 is equals to 1452 minus 1320 upon 1320. So r upon 100 is equal to 132 upon 1320. So r is equal to 10. So now from equation 1, 1320 is equals to p times of 11 upon 10 whole square minus 11 upon 10. So 1320 is equal to p times of 11 upon 10 times of 1 upon 10. So p will be equals to 12,000. So the option correct here is option D. Question number 4. The ratio of the amount for 2 years under compound interest annually and for 1 year under simple interest is 7:6. When the rate of interest is same, find the rate of interest up to 2 decimal places. So solution, the ratio of the amount for 2 years under compound interest annually and for 1 year under simple interest is equal to 7:6. And the amount is equals to p times of 1 plus r upon 100 to the power t, where p is the principal, r is the rate of interest, and t is time. And for the first year, simple interest and compound interest amount is same. So let principal p and r be interest rate. So according to the question, p times of 1 plus r upon 100 whole square upon p times of 1 plus r upon 100 to the power 1 equal to 7 upon 6. So it will be 1 plus r upon 100 equal to 7 upon 6 and r upon 100 equal to 1 upon 6. So r is equals to 16.67%. Therefore, the rate of interest is 16.67%. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 5. At what rate percent per annum the difference of simple interest and compound interest on a certain sum of money of rupees 30,720 in 3 years is rupees 1,500? So the solution, difference upon principal is equals to 3x plus 1 upon x cube, where x is equals to inverse of rate of interest. That is, if x is equal to n, the rate is equals to 1 upon n. And using above shortcut formula, 1,500 upon 30,720 is equals to 3x plus 1 upon x cube. So 25 upon 512 is equals to 3x plus 1 upon x cube. So that means we can write 25 upon 8 cube equal to 3x plus 1 upon x cube. So this means that here using this trick, we can equate the numerator and denominator on both sides. As denominator always becomes cubic, equate x cube equal to 8 cube. So x is equal to 8 and or 3x plus 1 equal to 25. In both the cases, you will get x equal to 8. So if x equal to 8, the rate is equal to 1 upon 8, that is 12.5%. Option correct here is option D. Question number 6. If the simple interest and compound interest for 2 years and 3 years is in the ratio 187 is to 255 respectively, on the same sum, the rate of interest. Find the rate of interest. So let P be the principal and R be the rate. Then simple compound interest is equal to A minus P, that is principal into 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power n minus P. So let us suppose n is equals to 2. So compound interest will be principal into 1 plus R upon 100 whole square minus 1. So principal times of 2 plus R upon 100 into R upon 100. So simple interest is PRT upon 100. So time is 3. So according to the question, compound interest upon simple interest is 187 upon 255. That means P times of 2 plus R upon 100 times of R upon 100 upon 3 PR upon 100 will be 187 upon 255. So it will be 2 plus R upon 100 is equal to 187 upon 85. That means R is equal to 20. So the option correct here is option C. Question number 7. The ratio of compound interest for 3 years and simple interest for 1 year for a fixed amount at a rate of R% is 3.64. What is the value of R approximately? So let us have a look over the solution. Let P be the principal and R be the interest rate. Then CI, compound interest for 3 years, is given by P times of 1 plus R upon 100 whole cube minus P. And the simple interest for 1 year is equal to P into R upon 100. So according to the question, P times of 1 plus R upon 100 whole cube minus P upon PR upon 100 is equal to 364 upon 100. So it will be 1 plus R upon 100 whole cube minus 1 upon R upon 100 equal to 364 upon 100. So when you simplify this, you will get 300 plus R square upon 100 plus 3R equal to 364. So that means you have the quadratic equation here, R square plus 300R minus 6400. And when you do the middle term split, and you will obtain two factors, R plus 320 and R minus 20 equal to 0. So, but we don't want negative values, so we'll just take positive ones, that is R equal to 20. So the option correct here is option C. Question number 8. A money lender borrows money at 8% per annum and pays the interest at the end of the year. He lends it at 16% per annum compounded half yearly and receives the interest at the end of the year. In this way, he gains 6,048 rupees. The amount of money he borrowed was. So let us have a look over the solution. Let the borrowed money be P, then the amount paid by him at the end of the year is equal to P times of 1 plus 8 upon 100 equal to 27P upon 25. So amount received by him on lending same money half yearly is equal to P times of 1 plus 16 upon 2 into 100 upon to the power 2, which is equal to P into 27 upon 25 whole square. That means P into 27 upon 25 whole square minus P into 27 upon 25 equal to 6048. So when you simplify this, you will have P equal to 70,000, which is option C. Question number 9. What is the difference between compound interest on 5,000 for 1.5 years and 4% per annum? The interest is compounded yearly and half yearly. So principal is given to be 5,000 and the time is 1.5 years. So rate of interest is 4% and PB principal, RB rate of interest and TB time. So the compound interest calculated annually is P times of R 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power T minus P. So the compound interest calculated annually is 5,000 times of 1 plus 4 upon 100 times of 1 plus 2 upon 100 minus 5,000, that is 304 rupees. So compound interest calculated half yearly is 5,000 times of 1 plus 2 upon 100 whole cube minus 5,000, that is equals to 306.04 rupees. So the required difference is equals to 306.04 minus 304, that is 2.04 rupees. So option correct here is option A. Question number 10. Rupees 5,046 is divided into two parts. First part is invested for 3 years. At the second third is invested for 5 years. The rate of compound interest is 5% in both the investment. If the amount received after 3 years and 5 years is equal, find the amount invested for 3 years. So let the amount invested for 3 years equal to X. and the amount invested for 5 years is equals to y. So we can write x times of 1 plus 5 upon 100 whole cube equal to y times of 1 plus 5 upon 100 whole to the power 5. So given that amount is equal after 3 years and 5 years, x upon y is equals to 1 plus 5 upon 100 whole square. So x upon y is equals to 21 upon 20 whole square. That means x upon y is equals to 441 upon 400, which is equation number 1. And x plus y is equals to 5046, which is equation number 2. So let x is equal to 44k and y is equals to 400k. So putting the values of x and y in equation 2, we have 840k, 841k equal to 5046. That means k is equal to 6. Therefore, the amount invested for 3 years is equals to 441k, that is 2646 rupees. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 11. A man wants to invest 8,425 rupees in a bank account of his two daughters, whose age are 24 years and 28 years, in such a way that will get equal amount on age of 40 years at the rate of 33.3% compounded annually. Find the share of elder daughter. So here P1 times of 1 plus 100 upon 3 into 100 times of to the power 16 is equal to P2 times of 1 plus 100 upon 3 into 100 to the power 12. So which will be equal to P1 times of 4 upon 3 to the power 16 and equal to P2 times of 4 upon 3 to the power 12. So P1 upon P2 will be equal to 3 to the power 4 upon 4 to the power 4. That means P1 upon P2 is equal to 81 upon 256. So let P1 equal to 81x, P2 equal to 256x. So the total principal will be the sum of P1, P2, that is 337x. So again, 337x is equals to 8,425. So x is equals to 8,425 upon 337. That is P2 is equals to 6,400. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 12. A person borrowed a certain sum at 10% per annum for 3 years, interest being compounded annually. At the end of 2 years, he repaid a sum of rupees 6,634, and at the end of third year, he cleared off the debt by paying rupees 13,200. What was the sum borrowed by him? So let the principal be 100 upon 100x. So amount will be after 2 years. So A equal to 100x into 11 upon 10 into 11 upon 10, that is 121x. So according to the question, 121x minus 6634 into 11 upon 10 equal to 13,200. So we have 121x minus 6,634 equal to 12,000. So 121x is equals to 18,634. So 100x is equals to 18,634 upon 121 into 100, which is equal to 15,400 rupees. So the option correct here is option C. Question number 13. Ravi invested a sum at 2% rate for 2 years compounded annually. Ranjan invested a same amount at same rate for 3 years compounded annually. What is the ratio of amount received by Ravi to that by Ranjan? Solution. Ravi invested 2 years and Ranjan invested for 3 years. So formula is amount equal to P times of 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T. So amount received by Ravi is to amount received by Ranjan is in ratio 1 plus 2 upon 100 whole square is to 1 plus 2 upon 100 whole cube. So 102 upon 100 whole square is to 102 upon 100 whole cube. So it will be 50 is to 51. So amount received by Ravi is to amount received by Ranjan is 50 is to 51. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 14. The difference between compound interest and simple interest on a sum of rupees 16,000 for 2 years is rupees 160. Find the per annum rate of interest. So the principal P is equals to 16,000 and the time T is equals to 2 years. So the difference between compound interest and simple interest is 160 rupees. The difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years is given by formula compound interest minus simple interest equal to principal into r square upon 100 square. So substituting the given values into the formula, 160 is equal to 16,000 into r square upon 100 square. So solving for r, we get r equal to 10. Therefore, the per annum rate of interest is 10%. So the option correct here is option B. So question number 50. Rupees 7,205 are invested in a scheme of compound interest, compounding in annually. If the rate of interest is 20% per annum, then what is the interest earned in rupees in 1 year? So principal is equals to 7,205 and the interest rate is 20%. So time is 1 year. So compound interest formula is equals to P times of 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power T minus P. So interest is equals to 7,205 times of 1 plus 20 upon 100 to the power 1 minus 7,205, that is equals to 1,441. Therefore, the interest earned in 1 year is rupees 1,441. So the option correct here is option C. Question number 16. Find compound interest on rupees 8,000 at 15% per annum for 2 years, compounded annually. Now let us have a look over the solution. Amount equal to P times of 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power T. So in this question, P is 8,000 and R is 15% and time is 2. So the amount will be 8,000 into 1 plus 15 upon 100 whole to the power 2. So 8,000 times of 23 upon 20 whole square, which is equal to 10,580 rupees. So the compound interest will be amount minus principal, that is 2,580. So the option correct here is option A. Question number 17. What will be compound interest accrued on sum of rupees 64,000 at rate of 5% per annum in 2 years compounded annually? So compound interest is equals to principal into 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T minus P. So compound interest will be equal to 64,000 times 1 plus 5 upon 100 whole square minus 64,000. So the compound interest will be equal to 6,560. So the correct option here is option D. Let us now have a look over the last question. Question number 18. If the interest is being compounded half yearly, then what sum will amount to be to rupees 51,840 in 2 years at the rate of 40% per annum on compound interest? Amount is equals to 51,840 and the rate of interest is equals to 40% per annum. And the rate is equal to 20% half yearly. The time is 2 years. So time equal to 2 years, that is 4 half years. So that amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 to the power T. So that is the formula for amount. So when you put the values, you will have 51,840 equal to principal times of 1 plus 20 upon 100 to the power 4. So when you simplify this, you will have principal equal to 51,840 into 625 upon 1,296, that is 25,000 rupees. So the option correct here is option A. So thank you very much. That would be all for this lecture. And I'll suggest you to try these questions by your own. And I'll see you in the next class with more questions on compound interest. Thank you.